Shalom, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we would love to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Blessings and safety to the elect. We represent the Great Millstone Cap here in Cleveland. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the hopeful elect. All right. And as I say, here on the screen it says Bobby Smurder brings Adam 22 to his block in Brooklyn. All right. And this shit goofy, man. All right. Because hey, man, Jake still trusted an enemy, man. If a brother can open up with that, that's a rock. If a brother can grab that. All right, Ciroc, 12 and 10. All right, because we know that Adam 22 was involved in taking down Jake over there in LA, man. The Rolling 60 Crips, man. All right, you had, the nigga Loose Cannon, Brick Baby. And I forgot the other Jake name, the top nigga. Big U. Yeah, wicked niggas, okay?
Right.
But the point is, they was all on, Adam 22, No Jumper channel, okay? Fucking just running their mouth. All right, and this is how Esau building up a case on these niggas and rolled out on them niggas. Now them niggas looking at football numbers. All right, but this devil Adam 22, which he's a damn devil, man. All right, and he's the same devil who lets other men, pop his woman, man.
Right.
Okay. Swinger shit.
I gotta mention another honorable guest of Adam 22 was Gorilla Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? He linked up.
Captain Tazariak, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they linking up with this demon, this Satanist.
All right, but hey, man, now here it is. He got the Rolling 60s indicted. On the West Coast, well, them niggas really got they self indicted. Okay, but now he's going all the way across the country to New York, and you got this goofy nigga. All right, this GMO baby, Bobby Smurder. After he just got out from doing the 7-ball, inviting this devil to his block, running his damn mouth, talking about take a picture of the game, take a picture of the game. After you got the nigga Cash App Patel, who's the head, he's a fucking Elamite, he's the head of the FBI. He's talking about sending out FBI forces in Memphis and any other state in America, man.
Urban neighborhoods.
To these urban neighborhoods, and look, you got niggas like this. Man, just fucking telling on themselves, man. And this shit wicked, man. Okay, but hey, man, you can grab that out.
This is Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wicked."
And the scriptures say, man, never trust thy enemy, man. You ain't supposed to be trusting your enemy. Your enemy is Esau Edom. All right, he has showed you on numerous occasions that he's your fucking enemy. Look back at slavery, man. All right, but you niggas is always trying to befriend this devil. Hey, if a friend act like that towards you, I don't want a damn enemy, man. All right, so this nigga's your enemy, and you ain't supposed to trust him.
Yeah, it said that the faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of the enemy are deceitful, man. You know what I'm saying? So just because a man may kiss you or greet you pleasantly, don't mean he got your best interest at hand, man.
And look, it says when you go into that word "never," it says at no time in the past or the future, on no occasion, not ever. All right, but you got it.
Then it says, verse 11, going what Brother Yaquam just said. It says, "Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him."
Because listen, this devil, this nigga Adam 22, he really hates you niggas. All right, but you niggas is what? A check to him. He's a millionaire off of Jake going on his platform. You feel me? Getting it, of course the curses, but Jake having issues amongst each other, and he's benefiting off of that shit. And then he's letting Jake pop his woman, man. But that's a fucking adultery.
Right.
So he putting you niggas in a fucked up situation. All right.
It says, "And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away."
Right. So at the end of the day, his wickedness is going to show. He's going to show you why he was befriending you. You're going to see why he was trying to be all close and buddy and get you to open up and tell your street secrets and all of that shit, man. Which, like I said, you shouldn't be living that lifestyle anyway. Ultimately, it's judgment from Yahweh Shem Yahushua to raise up these Edomites against you, to lock your ass up for living that murderous, adulterous lifestyle, death culture, as the elders say, man,
Hey, that's why the scripture say thou has, because look at these niggas, man. They say thou has making us a byword,
Right.
shaking of the head among the people.
Right.
Because that's all Esau doing. It's really, he's recording you niggas, acting like you his friend. But then when he go home with his wife, look at these fucking monkeys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Jake?
That's how they sounded when the video.
You know?
When you play the video, it sounded like a bunch of look at the gang. You know? All they missing is trees. You need to be swinging from trees. Well, Bobby Shmurda, he the same nigga in that room with the executives, and he jumped on the table and started.
Yeah.
That was before he got his
acting like a little monkey.
Right, acting like a monkey, and that's how he got his deal. You know. So that's how Esau look at you, man. He look at you. Well, even in the Constitution, you still 3/5 of a man. You know. He don't consider you a whole human being. You know.
And this is how you know that Constitution ain't nothing but a piece of paper. I forgot what president said that, because all these niggas, these simple-minded niggas, they think they covered under the First Amendment.
Yeah.
All right, the freedom of speech. You know, but Esau using this shit to build cases on you niggas.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, you getting on there saying you getting on there saying accurate shit, man. And you know, they documenting it and they going back checking it. Did this shit actually happen? Building cases on you niggas and then he giving you football numbers. All right.
This is Sirach chapter 13 in verse 4. It says, if thou be for his profit, he will use thee.
And that's what Adam 22 and nigga DJ Vlad and you got a couple Jakes that got platforms too, but you know they be kind of encouraging Jake to stop certain shit. When you hear those Jake, podcasts, they be like, but why you want to do that against your brother? See, Adam 22, they egg it on. They be like, oh yeah, I had such and such on here, and he said, fuck your dead homies, and how you feel about that? But this nigga, he in his mind, he like, you know what? I'ma spin on them niggas. But that's just throwing fire on the fuel to the fire. Yeah. But the scriptures the brother just read, he says, if he have, bring that back up.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 13 and verse 4. It says, if thou be for his profit, he will use thee.
And guess what? Jake for these devil's profit, man. Vlad and Adam 22 are millionaires, man. And as you see, they only interview Jake, and they give Jake crumbs, man. The nigga Brick Baby was just pretty much saying that Adam 144, bro. That's a spirit, bro. Call all y'all about Shemi Awashah. But Brick Baby was on there talking about Adam 22 giving him $1,500 a month.
Right. So he gave you $1,500 a month, but where you at now? Your ass locked up in the cell.
The nigga Crip Mac locked up in the cell, man.
Yeah.
And then he forget about them niggas. They asked him like, hey, have you visited Crip Mac? The nigga, the 5'5" Crip idiot. Have you visited Crip Mac Vlad? Like, no. Have you sent them? No. See, that's the point.
It says, continuing on, it says, but if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee.
That's the point, man. Now them niggas into a jam. You gotta think. Now them niggas into a jam. He forsake them niggas and he move on to the next niggas. See, Adam 22 was interviewing all of this rolling 60s and shit. Now them niggas locked up. Now he moved this shit on. Now he going all the way to Brooklyn to get you niggas. Now you gonna start seeing Bobby Shmurda and them on his platform. And he gonna get them niggas and he gonna move on to the next Jakes.
That's right.
That's how the industry works, man. That's how Esau look at you, especially once you done sold your soul. There's nothing else that he need from you.
Look at Diddy.
He been thrown away. Once Esau get your soul, which is you just sell out your morals and your manhood and everything else. He don't want nothing else, because it's a war for your soul going on right now. That's what we doing right now. We fighting for the souls of the elect. And Esau on the left hand side, he fighting to take the souls of the 2/3, man. Through his music, through his the acting industry, all them niggas is weirdos, man. They all gotta bow down to Satan, worship Baphomet.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 13 verse 5. It says, if thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yeah, he will make thee bear and will not be sorry for it.
Hey, you can't look for no sympathy from this devil, man, because the scriptures say he have a perpetual hatred for you. So guarantee you, hey, and I'm gonna say this too, man, a lot of Jakes that's even in the streets, selling drugs and things of that nature, Esau, when it comes to like the FBI, bro, they'll watch Jake. Yeah. Here it is, Jake could be selling fentanyl that could be fucking killing people, and they'll fucking sit back and watch it happen for years, so that when they want Jake to get a lot of money, they want you to get a lot of money, so when they come and get you, they got something to take from you. And then they, like El Chapo, it was said they took $12 billion from him, and he was in bed with Esau.
And so like you said, how long was they watching him make all this money and sell all this illegal drugs and kill all these people before they decided to stop him?
Come on, man.
Like, how righteous is that? you sat there and we surveilled him for 7 years and this. So you mean to tell me you watched this nigga kill how many motherfuckers overdosed in them 7 years? You know.
That's why, and I'm gonna say this too, Shalaki, to cut you off, Jay. I'm gonna say this too. That's why if you know about certain things, sometimes the local law enforcement and the FBI, they have contention with each other because they'll tell the local law enforcement they want to get you instantly. And and the FBI say, look, man, you fucked up a private, you fucked up an FBI investigation. You know what I'm saying?
They show you that in that show Snowfall. You know, with what was his name?
Franklin Saint.
Franklin Saint, yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was working with the CIA, and that was based upon a true story, man.
It's because it show you too that guilt destroyed the heart. You know, because he ended up leaving his ass high and dry and running off on him too. Same thing with this shit with that the brother Ma'az showing, you know what I'm saying, with this Adam 22 shit. And him talking about these different cases that he got where he like basically using them, but then in the end it's over with. And they get paid for these little interviews and the little shit that he doing, you know what I'm saying? Right. That's the gift of destroying the heart, you know what I'm saying? They don't understand what's really going on. Like he's setting you up to take you down for the long haul.
And then once you go down, all the money that you made, like Ma said, all the money you made selling drugs, $12 billion or whatever, that goes straight to Esau.
Yeah,
so he getting paid either way. You see what I'm saying? He don't give a fuck about motherfuckers dying, none of that. He just want to line his pockets and lock niggas up in the process.
Yep. This is Sirach chapter 13 and verse 6. It says, if he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee and put thee in hope.
Yeah, Bobby, we want to, let's do an interview, man. You know, I'll fly out there, man. Get you guys some recognition, talking all smooth and shit. You try to use Jake lingo and shit, smile upon thee, put thee in hope, make you think, man, he different from all the other white people.
Yeah.
He cool, he a cool white boy.
They really go after the niggas who ain't popping no more. Bobby Smurder ain't popping no more.
Yep.
So you want to get your notoriety. We could do this interview. I'll pay you. $2,500 just to come to your neighborhood and record you, so we can see how Bobby Smurder lives. And I'm gonna tell you, the higher upper Edomites already probably pulled down on Bad Vlad and Adam 22, and make them. You want to keep your platform rolling, nigga? You got to do this. We need you to set these niggas up, and we need them to incriminate themselves.
Right.
It's illegal to even be a part of a gang.
Yep.
Like that's illegal on the books, but they are in the video talking about gang.
That's why Charleston White bitch said that. Jakey said. It's illegal to be a gang, but it's not illegal to be did they say a mercenary? Or what them Edomites call themselves? They call themselves
militia.
Militia group. You know what I'm saying? To get around, the gang shit, but you got it, brother.
It says he will speak thee fair and say what wantest thou.
Yeah, they promise Jake shit. Hell yeah, bro. That's the point. You ain't supposed to be fucking trusting these devils. Like, grab that Psalms 10 and 8, bro.
This is Psalms chapter 10 and verse 8. It says, he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in the secret places doeth he murder the innocent.
Man, that's going into Esau, man. They sit in they eyes are locked into wherever Jake at. The low poverty neighborhoods where Jake is shopping at, where Jake, live at, where Jake work at, they be in those areas lurking, They said in the secret places do if they murder the innocent. Esau done got so smart, he like, look, man, we ain't even gotta murder these niggas no more. We could just, put the guns and, the drugs in the community and watch these niggas murder each other. Right. Set up these podcasts and watch these niggas, talk their shit to one another and kill each other. That's another way Esau murdered Jake. Because the blood is still upon his hands, man. All right, go ahead.
It says his eyes are privily set against the poor.
So Esau has all his attention on the poor. Ultimately, this is why Esau has, the Lord got him in the snare. Because these other nations, man, they want to get rid of this devil. Well, and this devil, he got all his attention on us. Right. Set against the poor, nigga. We ain't in your way. Jake ain't in Esau's way.
like you said, this all comes from the very top. The elites of Edom, you know what I'm saying? The Rothschild, Rockefellers, these niggas can't even enjoy their wealth because they too busy trying to oppress the average Jake. Like, nigga, I got $1,000 in my bank account. You worried about me? You know what I'm saying?
And these other nations, they neck to neck with you, nigga.
Right, they on your ass. You need to be worried about them. You need to be worried about your Howard Shot coming with them chariots, man. But you over here trying to, you know, oppress the average nigga in the hood, man. That show you that this devil is insatiable, man.
Yeah.
You know, he got a divine hatred for you Israelites.
A nigga that you ain't gonna never come across. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
you think Bobby Smurda gonna come across the Rothschilds?
Right.
Come on, man. You think Bobby Smurda bumping elbows with, you know, David Rockefeller, nigga? You know what I'm saying? But you got it, bro.
It says, verse 9, he lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net.
And that's the point, man. This is another way how Esau draw Jake into his trap, using these different podcasting niggas, man. You know, so this is his prime example, man. You know how, you know, Jake fall right into the snare, man. All right, right into the snare, man. Then once they get, you know, trapped in, you know, they expect some type of sympathy, man.
That's right.
But hey, man, hey, we're warning you of these devils, man. You Jake still trusting, and this is why Jake's still getting a hammer to the head, man.
That's right.
But you got anything else, bro?
That was it.
Yeah, but hey, but Lord willing, this was edifying. We gonna end giving our praise.